Felt different your whole life. I want you to lean into that. I want you to lean into what makes you different. I want you to lean into what makes you unique and creative because that is your blueprint, okay? I was just thinking about it and I had a memory of something and it made me think that when you're in a room with people that don't receive you, people that can't understand you, or when you just completely don't fit in with anybody, no matter how hard you try, those people might not be your people, but you are in that room for a very specific reason. Because what you bring to the table, I know, you bring the whole damn feast. In your whole life, everybody that's ever showed up only brings their forks, ready to just dive into whatever it is that you have to provide because they know that that meal is going to be the best meal they've ever had, and they will compliment you up and down and left and right because they can't wait for the next one. They have taken from you in ways that nobody knows about. But I want you to know that you're not in those rooms for no reason, and you're not in those rooms to be hurt. You're in those rooms because who you are, you don't follow the pack. You are your own. You're a leader. And you offer those people a different viewpoint, a different perspective, a different way of looking at life, a different way of showing up in life. You bring change. You bring something so unique that's never been before. And the thing is, we're not taught to tap into those things that have gotten us rejected or pushed back. We think that when people don't receive us, there's something wrong with us, that we need to retreat, we need to change, we need to adjust, we need to match the frequency. No, no more. You are the main frequency, and you need everybody else to adjust and rise to meet you. Do not. Do not. We're not doing this anymore. I've done it. We're not reaching our hands down to pull people up to meet us. No, that's their work. I've done the work. You've done the work. Oh, all you do is work. All you do is work. And I don't mean your job. I mean spiritually, emotionally. That's all you do. So why are we picking up everybody else's homework and trying to fill in the answers for them? They don't learn anything. It changes nothing. That just makes you more heavy. It's not your job. We all have contracts here. We all have the things. We all have the path with obstacles all over them. Lessons. You showed up. Hold other people accountable to show up too. And if they are meant to be in your space, they will rise to meet you. They'll be like, hey, where are you going? They want to go with you. The other people who want to pull you down so that you can meet them where they are, because that's their comfort zone, that's where they're comfortable, and they're not moving. But you're on the move. You're moving. And you're ready to go. So go. You need permission? This is your permission. Go. Don't stop being who you are because people don't understand it. You're giving those people an opportunity to change. an opportunity to show up different, to show up better. You're showing them a new way. And if they're ready for that way, they'll take it. And if they're not, don't think it was for nothing. Because you don't know who you are to people. You don't know the ways in which your words, your kind words, your kind actions are what somebody holds on to on their hardest days. You have no idea who you've been to people you might barely even know. Something you said to somebody might not resonate with them in that moment, but 3 months, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years down the line, it might. And you might be the reason that their life changes. We're so conditioned to see immediate resolution, immediate change, that we don't understand that we're a part of something so much bigger than we can see. You matter. Your differences matter. Your differences is what changes the world. It's what changes frequency. It's what changes perspectives. It's what changes people's lives. And we're out here thinking, well, how can I make myself smaller to make them more comfortable? No. How can they rise higher to meet you in your resonance? Because where you are is exactly where you should be. You are light. You are love. And no matter what you've been through, that's all you radiate, regardless of how mean people have been, no matter the hurt you have faced, no matter the disregard, the disrespect, the abandonment. You are still so good right here. That is rare. That does not just happen. People are not all like that. We have two choices in this lifetime. You either become exactly what broke you, or you make it your life's mission to break that chain and become the opposite. Because you know what it's like when somebody, you know what it's like to be on the receiving end of hurt, of disrespect, of disregard. And because your heart is so big, and because you understand that, you do everything in your power to be the opposite of that, to make sure when someone's in a room and you see that they're uncomfortable, you make sure to let them know that you see them. Because you've been that person, and you don't want anybody to feel like that. I know you. I am you. We're the same. And the thing is, that's your job here. That's your job. To be walking love. To be walking compassion. The world has enough hate. The world has enough anger. We don't need more of that. We need you. We need you to rise up and tap in to what's in here. Because this is what guides you. Not other people's perceptions, not other people's opinions, not other people's misunderstanding of you. We've led our lives walking, letting other people's misunderstanding of us become our identity. I'm wrong. I'm too loud. I'm too quiet. I'm too this. I'm too that. No, you're exactly who you need to be. They need to adjust. This world is who needs to adjust. This world is who needs to wake up. You are fine. You are right. You are exactly where you should be. And if somebody wants to tell you that your heart is wrong, who I'm talking to, who I know is receiving this, who I know is still watching this? No. You rocked the boat. You have since you were a kid. And you dimmed yourself a lot to make people more comfortable. You don't want to be seen. You will shove yourself in a corner somewhere because so many people who have seen you have hurt you, and now you just don't want to be seen at all. You'd rather be invisible because that would be easier. And I'm welling up because as much as I'm saying this to you, I'm saying it right back to myself. Doing this right now, I'm petrified of doing this right now. But I don't think I can ignore one more call from the universe that I have to do this right now. So I'm doing this just so we're clear. I love them, but they make me crazy. Show up, show up, show up. Be patient, be patient, be patient. What is everybody else doing around here? Do you feel like that? I feel like that. I'm not mad. I'm tired and exhausted, and I know that you are. We are different for a reason, and allow yourself to be a walking presentation to the people around you as a guide of how they should show up in life. Because you're starting to answer the call. You're starting to choose you regardless. You've chosen everybody else your whole life. You've abandoned yourself a million times over, and you're done. We're not doing that anymore. That cycle, that phase, that part of your life, it's over. You're tired and you want to stop surviving. You've survived your whole life. It's time to live your life now. Be a walking presentation of how people should show up for themselves. And I don't even mean this in a way of saying that like how you show up is best. What I mean is be an example. Don't change who you are to fit everybody else. Be the example. You were given that task for a reason because you're strong enough to hold it. So honor it and embody it. And know that doing so is exactly what you're supposed to do. Choose that passion. Chase what your heart tells you to chase. Not this thing up here. This thing will contradict everything that's in here. This thing will make you crazy. It is so mean. The mind is so mean because it's filled with everybody else's words. Those are not our own. This is your own. This something, your heart, is nothing. Nobody can take that from you. You still have your heart, and so many people have gone through what you've gone through, and they didn't walk out with their heart on their sleeve. They become what hurt them. Not because they're bad. Some people just, that's not their path in this lifetime. They're not strong enough to do it this time around, but you are. You never know who will hear you. You never know whose life will benefit from what you have to say or what you've been through and who you are regardless of it. We think that our lives are so insignificant. They're not. You didn't go through what you went through for no reason. Because you know the person you were 10 years ago, you don't even recognize that person. Who the heck is that? No idea. They literally feel like a stranger. And that's a good thing. Because that shows how much you've grown, how much you've evolved, and how much you have stepped into who you really are. You've been walking, just taking off armor. Oh, they put this on me. Oh, they made me think I was that. Oh, you've been slowly taking off the layers of who you thought you were, who they wanted you to be. And you're almost bare. Bare naked and afraid. Vulnerable, naked, and afraid. But in like such a liberating way, because you know that you're so close to like who you were as a child, that embodiment you had, that freedom you had, that love, that excitement, the passion. You didn't care what anybody else was doing because you were just excited doing what you're doing, and you're getting back to that. I'm not saying you're exactly who you were as a kid, because you've taken everything you've went through and you've integrated it. And who you are as a person, my God, you're amazing. Amazing. Because what you've been through and how you walked out on the other side of it, even better, should be studied. And maybe it will be. You're a blessing. And if you take anything away from this message, let it be that you're a blessing in this world, and you deserve to be here just as much as anybody else. You wouldn't be here otherwise. You are worthy of all the things you want. They wouldn't be in your head. They wouldn't be in your heart to tease you. They're there for a reason. Your passions, your drive, that's there because that's who you are, calling you home. And we put excuses. We rack excuses. Oh, I'll do it later. Oh, I'll get to it. Oh, tomorrow. Tomorrow was like 8 years ago. I don't know why I said 8 years ago, but that might be specific for somebody. Sit down. Take a minute. Think about it. How are you showing up for everyone in your life except you? And then see where you want to go from there. I think that's all I got. It just stopped. But if you're here, thank you so much for watching till the end. My name is Olivia, and I just want to show up on here and be exactly what I talked about. Light for another person. Ignite the light that's in you. The light in me is igniting, and I wanna light little matches in people. I want to ignite. You know, let's start a fire. Not literally. Not literally. But I just want to empower any way that I can, because I know that I've always searched for that. I've looked for that in other people, just a message, a confirmation, anything to let me know that I was on the right path, or you're doing great. And I know it's hard, and I know you're tired. You're exhausted, I know. Me too. But it's your time to start choosing you again. Because you've been choosing everybody else your whole life, and it's not it. That's not it. So pivot and and try a new avenue, because I think you'll be very surprised at how your life starts to change. Thank you for being here. If you want to, please like this video. Please subscribe if you'd like to be presented with more of this content. I'm so happy you're here. And cheers to choosing ourselves. Yeah. I'll see you next time.